Hey again, kids, it's Miss Thompson. In today's mini lesson, we're going to expand on what we've already learned about area, and we're going to use it to solve some problems with multiplication. So, if we remember from last time, the area of a rectangle is how much space an object takes up. And you also want to remember, when we're finding the area, we're really looking for the total. So keep that in mind when we're solving some problems in a little bit. If you want to look at our example from last time, we had a rectangle and we discovered that it was 2 units long, 3 units wide, and that we could use a multiplication equation to find the total area. And in this instance, we would multiply both of the sides together and say that 2 times 3 equals or gives us an area of 6 square units. We're going to look at a couple more problems to show how we can use this strategy to help us to solve more area problems. So let's go ahead and look at an example of a word problem where we can use our area multiplication strategy to solve it. Let's look at this problem, for example. Mrs. Thompson's garden is 8 feet long and 5 feet wide. I want to know, what is the area of her garden? So what's the important information in this problem? Well, I know that it is 8 feet long, I know that it is 5 feet wide, and that I need to find the area. And if you remember from before, the area is the same thing as the total. So this is going to be a rectangle, so I'm going to draw a rectangle if there's not one already drawn for me. And I'm going to label one side as being 8 feet long, and the other side is going to be my other measurement, or 5 feet wide. In order to find the area or the space inside of this rectangle, I'm going to create a multiplication equation using my 2 lengths of my rectangle. So I have an 8 and a 5. So I'm going to multiply those to create the equation 8 times 5. And using the strategy, our multiplication strategies, we would discover that 8 times 5 would give us 40. Now, since this is an area, we are just figuring out squares. So you need to make sure that you label this square feet. Another kind of problem you might see is one like this, where they give you the area and you have to figure out how long one of the sides is in the rectangle. So let's look at this one. The area of Mitch's garden is 32 square feet. The garden is 8 feet long. How wide is Mitch's garden? So in this instance, we know that the area, and again, our area is our total. So we know that the total is 32 square feet. So we already know what our total is. They tell us that one side is 8 feet long, and we're trying to figure out what is the length of the other side. So using my rectangle, I'm going to label the side that I do know. I know that one side is 8 feet. But unfortunately, I do not know how wide this garden is. But I do know that the total area is 32 square feet. But I can still use a multiplication equation to help me to solve this problem. I know that one of my factors is an 8, and my other factor is unknown. I don't know what it is, but I do know what my total is. So I could write a multiplication equation like this. I know it's 8 times something equals 32. So I could go and look at my multiplication chart or use some of my other strategies to figure out that my missing number is 4. So it is 4 feet wide. Another way I could do this is by using division. Since I know the total, I could start with my total, and then I could divide it by the side that I do know. Again, since these are both in the same family, I would still get an answer of 4 feet. So I know that Mitch's garden is 4 feet wide. I hope that this helps you with solving some of the area problems you're going to see this week. If you have any questions, please message me or send me an email, and I'll be happy to help you the best I can. Until next time, this is Mrs. Thompson, and I love you. Bye.